Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a few different things that are somewhat outside of my usual topics, as we've been doing a lot of PlayStation and gaming news, but both of these are actually very intriguing and do also affect gamers as a whole. So number one major big topic is going to be on the fact that literal China has now essentially banned gaming, at least for anything over 3 hours a week. And as well, also we have a really big thing when it comes to Twitch. As you guys know, I am a Twitch streamer, and probably by the time this video is actually live, I'll probably be live on Twitch, probably really drunk because it is my birthday, doing my little birthday stream. But we actually have one of the biggest Twitch streamers who I've actually interacted with and done a few things with too as well, DRLUPO, actually moving off of the Twitch platform and signed exclusively over with YouTube. So just a little bit of like double whammy gaming news, somewhat similar but also somewhat different news. I'm not sure why I'm covering them both up at the same day, but it's kind of just the big news in gaming overall. So I wanted to go and talk about it. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway going on the channel itself, Twitter and Twitch stream links down below, and of course with the usual Weeble and all the other good stuff like Coinbase and Amazon links down below. And of course, like the video or give your thoughts and opinions down below all throughout this one. So let's go talk about, first of all, with the kind of bigger one, at least in my opinion, is on the, I was going to say the Lupo one first because I just feel like that's a funner topic for me. But let's go talk about the China actually banning video games. We've got a little more, both these will be a little bit more on the somewhat controversial side, at least for the Lupo ones, more on the happy side. So we actually did have this article come out today, basically saying that 3 hours a week, playtime is now over for China's young video gamers. So basically it's actually being now confirmed over here that China has now forbidden anyone under the age of 18 from playing video games for more than 3 hours a week. A stringent social intervention that was said it was needed to pull the plug on a growing addiction to what once was described as a spiritual opium. The new rules, published on Monday, are part of a major shift by Beijing to strengthen control over its society in key sectors of its economy, including tech, education, property, and after years of runaway growth. Very interesting. So basically they limit under 18s to playing for more than 1 hour a day, which makes no sense, from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on only Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, according to the Zaiyu, which I probably said wrong, state news agency. They can also play for an hour at the same time on public holidays. Woo. So when I was a kid, gaming used to always be like a big escape for me. I used to love having a chance to come home, go to school all day, play video games for maybe an hour or two, and then usually do my homework and go from there. Now, of course, sometimes on the weekends, you could maybe play, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, which I'm not going to disagree can be unhealthy if you do it every single day. But sometimes there's things like, for me in Chicago, it'd be snowing outside, it's cold, I can't really go outside, can't necessarily maybe hang out with some friends, because some friends may have actually been on like trips or vacations, for the Christmas break. And it just seems kind of weird that it's so harshly limited on the fact that they're literally only allowed 1 hour a day, and as well at the same time for these same normal times as well. So it's always from the 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Because don't forget too, some parents also just have different lives. What if someone actually is arriving home from work late, and then the kid basically has to go pick and choose between playing video games versus like seeing their family? Or as well, what if like someone actually has like a family working night shift, and then basically their entire schedule is completely a little bit more different? Now, I'm under the assumption, and you guys can give your thoughts down below, I think this is more on the parents' responsibility. I actually know quite a few parents and even some people who watch my videos on YouTube or Twitch that understand that it's all about moderation. And also sometimes it's a treat. So let's go and say it's like a holiday and nothing else is going on. And I guess you want to go and you want to go and watch a movie and your kid wants to play some video games. Some people go watch shows and binge shows like Netflix shows or whatever for more than 3 hours. And as well, don't forget too, not everyone has the same base level of computers. So what if it also counts like you logging into a login screen, and then you have a kind of more mediocre computer and it takes 10 minutes just to dive into a game? Think like a Fortnite game or like a PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds game or CSGO games. Sometimes it takes a while to find games. What if there's server issues and all of that? Or as well, like what if you're just busy? And I kind of feel like it's weird that you have to kind of pick and choose between being able to go play video games versus not being able to go play video games. So I kind of want to hear your thoughts down below. I mean, I kind of get, like, it's a little bit of a reach, but I kind of get how they're trying to be like, hey, the children in China we want them not being addicted to video games. We want them enjoying themselves. We want them doing other stuff. But nowadays, with the world being so social, especially with a pandemic, it just seems weird, because I know I spend a lot of time with even my real life friends on Discord, on YouTube, on Twitch, playing games, or hanging out. So it is kind of like a weird take, I think, for China to kind of be so hard on this. I'm not really the biggest fan of this. As though we also did have this also be already on like normal rules, and basically had 1.5 hours on any day and 3 hours on holidays. That is a little bit better, and it seems okay, but a lot of people even have like this overall outrage, and myself included, and probably you guys in the YouTube comments. It's just so fierce that I'm just utterly speechless. And I do agree. Like, I mean, video games are awesome. I actually have definitely used video games to cope on some rough times. I've met some of my best friends from streaming on Twitch, and I've even met them in person. And it's just, it seems weird that we're having so much of a big crackdown on this too as well. But I do want to say too, there is like 62.5% of Chinese minors that do play the games online, and as well sometimes they'll play more than 2 hours a working day. But I mean, I do the same thing, and I'm a 27 as of today, birthday adult that's in that same exact boat. So I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below on this one. I think it's a little bit too strict. I think this is more on the parents' responsibility. I can understand that addiction's a bad thing, and it's kind of nice to go and cope against it. But this, I think, is just a little bit too hardcore, at least in my opinion. And now for actually a little bit more lighter news and cooler news. DRLUPO actually has confirmed and moved, I'll probably just mute this in case there's any copyright music as I'm talking about it, has now confirmed his move. So he's probably one of the biggest Twitch streamers out there. I'm sure many of you guys maybe remember him back on the Fortnite heydays, but is also someone who I've kind of worked and done a few things with, such as the Guardian Con charity events. I've even played some games like Sea of Thieves with him and Cathalion and stuff like that. Very cool times, and also my buddy Char, and he's just always been a lovely guy. Awesome dude, lovely person. I love DRLUPO, and he's been a very nice little staple for, well, gaming as a whole. So for him, he's raised millions of dollars for charity, has had an awesome stream, and even now, he's someone who pulls like, 8 to 12,000 live concurrent viewers on Twitch, which is huge. Like, that's one of the biggest platform people out there. And of course, a lot of people mention his heyday in Fortnite, but even now at this point, he's a very, very established and very good streamer. But he actually did decide to go move over to exclusively to YouTube. He's being paid money to be on contract with YouTube Gaming. So it's always very cool. I actually know quite a few of my restock friends have actually been also streaming on YouTube itself. So it's always fun to kind of see people building and growing the YouTube gaming audience. But of course, we actually have a nice little article over here from the Washington Post that actually had some really cool and interesting tweets and messages from DRLUPO. So as you guys know, here's Lupo himself, very awesome person. He has now been planning to continue his streaming career up on YouTube as well. So I'm going to give you guys some of his quotes he has from this Washington Post on over here. Very cool, actually. I have to give a lot of credit to this actual author for this. Very good job on this. So basically, Lupo goes on to go and state, obviously, I'll still be playing video games on YouTube, Lupo said. We have a chance now to do some new stuff. We've got a lot of trips coming up. So it'll be behind the scenes stuff. I can record some vlog style content. And a lot of people who are at my level that are dads don't really put out that kind of stuff. Very awesome, cool stuff to go and see. On Twitch, I'm a pretty big fish in a lake, he said. When I move to YouTube, I'm a little fish in the ocean. There is so much room to grow, and there's so many opportunities to do incredible things like all sorts of content creators on YouTube. I think if there's any other platform, I might be concerned, but YouTube is like it. I think people underestimate the size of the platform and how much you can do with it. And I do want to say I'm a Twitch partner that came to YouTube in these past few months, and I gotta agree. I think the YouTube audience is awesome, very huge, and there's a lot of really big side for growth. And I'm also a Twitch streamer too, so this always makes me sad to see someone like Lupo go and move off a platform, because he's just been a big staple to a lot of our friends too. You wanna know what? He has his end goal is to spend more time with his family and lock in his family basically financially. You gotta give him credit. The example I try and set means just as much regardless of what platform I'm on. Lupo said, Twitch is without a doubt the king of live streaming. YouTube is huge, but the live streaming gaming side is a little smaller. Same with Facebook. As those things get refined and built out and fleshed out better, and they are more adoptable for viewers, it's going to matter less and less what platform people stream on. It's more about supporting the content creators themselves. So love to see this, boys. Love to see this too as well. Also, he'll talk about the hate rates too in a second, but one of these things I think I can kind of know, because I sometimes even get this myself as a Twitch streamer. I can't tell you how many times I've been told I fell off, that I'm not as popular as I used to be, said Lupo, whose viewership has declined since the Fortnite boom, but is still consistently high by Twitch standards. And that's one thing I'll be always worried about too for when my YouTube and the restock stuff is done, but for me, I don't really do YouTube as a job. I just want to do it in general. And also Lupo, however, is proud of what he's accomplished. No matter how much the peanut gallery tells him, he's over the hill. It's if after 6 years, Lupo said, my list of accomplishments includes raising almost $10 million for St. Jude, which is one of my goals. I want to raise over 100,000. We're at the 60,000 mark ourselves throughout like our content creation journey. Children's Research Hospital, being on countless websites and a ton of advertisements, being able to commentate the Fortnite World Cup, being involved in Make-A-Wish events, and meeting kids in person at St. Jude. If I've fallen off, then man, it sure sounds like I did a damn good job during my heyday, or whatever you guys want to go and call it, boys, too, as well. And of course, he also made some really nice comments too, or even over here, not to quote Interstellar, because I just recently watched it on a flight back from Los Angeles, but we're here to be ghosts for our children. Memories for them, he said. If I spend too much time doing this and not enough time being that memory for my kid, I don't know what he's going to grow up with. So Lupo, I have to give him lots of credit. As I mentioned before, I have done stuff with the guy, talked to the guy personally. Great dude. Love the guy. Amazing guy. So I want to give a major congratulations and welcome to YouTube. I know I've been slowly becoming a YouTuber myself, so it's awesome to see this. But that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of gaming news. As well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below, Twitter and Twitch if you guys want to hang out. I'm probably drunk by the time this video is live. Side of for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys up on the next one. Love you guys.